Send me the picture. See what he looks like.
Bobby, a quick question for you, Bobby. What do you think of SRA? And I shouldn't be bringing it onto this channel, but just a quick, what's your opinion or your thoughts on satanic ritual abuse, Bobby? Satanic, sorry. I even say sultanic, I know.
I don't know a lot about it, but I have watched things. It seems really extreme, and it's unbelievable. But I do believe it's happening. I do believe it's happening. I think it's out there. It's some kind of Masonic thing, I think, and it's out there. I do believe it's out there. But some of the stories, you know,
I know you're amazing, Bobby.
it's like, I mean, I even watched one where they say they eat babies. You know,
but I know that's his name.
That just takes to some understanding, that, doesn't it? But I do believe it's out there in some kind of form.
But is it correct to call it satanic ritual abuse? Like, would you call it Catholic ritual abuse or whatever? I think that the motive and research has proved, or it's argued, that religion is not the primary factor. It's abuse is the primary factor. So naming something satanic ritual abuse or Masonic abuse or the factors around it aren't what's important. It's the fact that people are being abused, and calling it satanic ritual abuse is wrong. Right. Just abuse. Why do we need to dress it up?
It's somebody that maybe goes into a church, it carries a wee Bible, because I've seen it in my own church, I've seen it, and the person, he's a nice man. No, he wasn't. He was a paedophile who took a heart attack coming out the church door. He was a paedophile, but that didn't mean to say everybody in the church was a paedophile and all the rest. He was just looking for forgiveness, but he forgot to ask the victims for forgiveness. First.
Are you familiar with the Wilfred Wong character?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, more than you want to believe, Bobby. We looked into that so much.
Yeah, that's sort of. I mean, that guy apparently had an office in Westminster. You know, and
he did.
So you've got to think it's some kind of cult. You know, you've got to do it if you're going to believe it's there. You know.
Wilfred Wong, he was ardently campaigning against satanic ritual abuse. What people have glossed over with Wilfred Wong, and I could talk about this for hours, I won't. You know, all of the anti-abortion campaigns where women were coming in and out of clinics, even rape victims who were having terminations, and he was funding those women being trolled face to face on the streets, even young girls who had been raped by abusive family members who had been sexually assaulted and ended up pregnant. He was putting their faces on camera. So Wilfred Wong, this isn't about satanic ritual abuse. This is about abuse. And if you actually look into the details, if we're going to spill out Wilfred Wong's name, let's spill out everybody's name. Jeanette Archer. Jeanette Archer ardently supported Wilfred Wong. I stand with Wilfred Wong was something, and that in itself, all of that was empathy fraud at its absolute finest. I've got more than enough that I could prove my point with just using Wilfred Wong as an example, and his associations. His associations, Wilfred Wong is actually a barrister. For a barrister to be found guilty of a criminal offence, something ain't right. He's as guilty as they come.
And he's doing like 10, 12 years. 12 years.
It's a case of hidden in plain sight, a lot of this. What do you think of, what's the name? Sonia Poulton?
Sonia Poulton?
Sonia Poulton, yeah. But what about her?
What do you think of her theories? She's in deep with all this. She's a friend.
But Sonia Poulton, where she stands in the press, I think we kind of got.
I quite like Sonia Poulton.
She was in deep with.
I quite like Sonia Poulton.
She was in deep with Atwood, and they started a partnership on the channel. He got found out and they finished him. Was it BitChute or one of the other channels?
What happened was a boyfriend stuck a video up one night because people were winding his missus up and he put a fucking gun, and that was the kind of start of the end for as in getting the let's call it, I don't like using the word trolls, but let's use the word trolls something to aim for. That was the start where I kind of picked up on it. But the guy was getting pissed off with his missus getting harassed to fucking death. Do I believe that people go into a Masonic cult and eat children? No, I don't, because I'm a Mason. Yeah, there's certainly never been any fucking children. Folks say, what about the skulls and the bones and all that? I said, did you ask your fucking chemistry, your science teacher that when you were stood there in third year? Yeah, with a rickle of fucking bones out of a bag. Yeah, you can get fucking bones anywhere. So, at the end of the day, it's like you've got people phoning up caterers and asking them what they put in the mince pies because Jeanette Archer has said that vegan and you're putting children in these mince pies. Come on, Bobby.
Yeah. Let's spice her up like Sunday night roast.
Where's Brian and Emma?
House of Pain. Yeah, they'll be back in tomorrow.